Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are all well. Yeah, I am. Oh, there is no one here. Marvelous. Yes, 3 minutes late, I'm afraid. So I'm just gonna kind of jump right in today. You have a choice of bin face or this ferret type creature. So I quite like when you have a choice, say a bin face looking majestic and little ferrety ferret, I think, maybe. I am not very good with animals, if I'm completely honest. I'm not good at knowing what they all are. But this little guy with a strut or bin face. So I can see that Grimora is saying, Ferret, I'll pop a little poll up. I'll have a bit of fun with that, and you guys can let me know. So, I have no horse in this game. And so the way that you vote in this poll, which will be appearing, is you type 1 for Count Bimface and 2 for the ferret. And hello, 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 the humanoid creature. Hello, everyone else. Give me 1 moment. There. So, ferrety thing, bin face. And they're going in very different directions. And as you can tell, I have put a little thing here to try and help me find it. Otherwise, I will struggle. And whilst you do that, I'm going to have a drink. So, the man, the myth, the legend, Count Bimface, number 1, or ferret, number 2. Boop, boop, boop. At the moment, Bimface is winning. Oh, and I found my microphone. For anyone who is remotely interested in that, it was underneath a sofa cushion that I had looked under 3 times. So, oh, hello, 241 Cookie. Lovely to see you. Yes, it was definitely paint water. I'm a lying liar. It was not lemonade. But yeah, so we've got ferret and we've got a lovely bin face. Grimora, I'm actually watching that film Hail Mary for the first time, and I cannot. It was so stressful because I had not watched any trailers and I knew it was quite good, and I was like, oh my god, I hope this character Rocky. Like, I'm only halfway through it because I didn't realize it was 3 hours long. I thought the film would be like 90 minutes like they normally are. It is not, and it was already 1 a.m. and I was only halfway through the film. I was like, I need to sleep. But it's marvelous. It is not the horrible horror film that I deep down knew it wasn't, but kind of feared from what was being shown. I was very worried that it was going to be. I've already cried several times during it, and I'm only halfway through. Okay, well, gang, 6 of you have voted. There are 18 of you here. I'm not going to shame you for not voting. But it looks like, at the moment, Binface is winning with 2 votes. So if you want to see me draw Bin Face, keep it as is. If you want to see me draw the ferret, type number 2 in the chat, and I will give you guys another couple of minutes just so. Oh no. Here we go. Wrong Bin Face. I need a Bin Face. There we go. You can tell I did a couple of drafts of the man, the myth. Grimora, that is wonderful. I like that. It might just be that Wednesday we do it. It seems like I give you guys options, and then the next week you go for the previous one. So, but that is fine. Part of me wants me to draw the background on fire with Count Bin Face, but I think I shall prevail. I've also just realised that it's not showing the, sorry, my tracking pad is playing the wonderful game of Silly Buggers. I'm trying to show the comments. We'll do it big. I said big. Stop it. Stop it. And then we'll do, should we do tall? We've got regular, we've got tall, we've got wide. And wide goes over the drawing, so we'll do tall. Okay, well, I know I'm being an absolute thrill here by trying to use my thing. I really wish I'm getting a mouse to hopefully stop this from happening. So it looks like Count Bin Face has won 4-2. So we will be doing Count Bin Face. Right, I'm gonna set up another camera so I can quickly edit this at another point. There we go. Right, I will take off the post-it too. So I shoved a lot of stuff underneath my table, and I shouldn't have done that because now I'm having to try and deal with the fact that there is no leg room under this table. Okay, there we go. So we've got a lovely Count Bin Face. I should probably get a reference up so that I know his colours, which are black and grey. Now, I've been personally very surprised more people across the pond don't know about Count Bin Face. Whenever I have mentioned him to my American or Canadian friends, they have not heard of this delightful silliness, and I am sad. So several of you have already heard my spiel on Count Bin Face. If anyone here wants to know more or about Bin Face, please let me know and I will do the spiel again. I was going to make the birdcage reference, but I don't think it's going to work. Do you know what? I'll try something different on this. Let's maybe, I'm keeping that. Let's go for you. So, to explain basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to, I'll do a little underlayer, base layer, and I'm thinking of blue because he doesn't really have a lot of colour. He doesn't have a lot of colour in his outfit. So, for those who are not aware, Count Bin Face, I can't remember the fella's actual name, but is I believe they're called a joke or satire character in the UK. And basically, he is kind of a joke, silly kind of character. The thing is Count Binface tends to go to places where people feel disenfranchised. He is, and that is where a lot of Britain's satirical characters thrive. So, for those who are unaware, our local far-right fascist party leader, Nigel Farage, or Farage, as I will probably be calling him, he allegedly accepted a bribe of £5 million, had a gift, we'll say, of that, did not declare it, and has broken a bunch of parliamentary laws. He then resigns, saying that it's the establishment that's pushing him out and not the fact that he accepted £5 million and did not declare it. So then he goes and resigns. I was going to say tearfully, but I don't think he was very tearful. I think he was... Cloud! Oh, hello! Oh, marvellous. Sorry, real life friend joined, and I've not spoken to him for a bit. Hello, my lovely. Oh, I hope you're well. I didn't realise you knew about this. Oh, that's exciting. Well, this has taken a turn. Anyway, distraction over. My gorgeous friend. So Farage is, under scrutiny for all of that. He resigns, says it's because of the establishment, and then he immediately stands up again and runs in the election in Clacton, of which he has never hosted a surgery. So for the Americans, a surgery in the UK is not, it is also where you get cut open by a surgeon, but it's also another word for when people speak to their MPs, they have like open access kind of thing. So he is running for this very expensive, so by-elections are expensive as well. So he resigns and then is like, psych, I still want to be an MP even though I've resigned. I'm going to stand again. And right at the start, the bigger parties, the well-known parties in the UK refuse to stand. So not just the left wing, so not just Labour and Lib Dem and the Green Party, but also the what's it called? The Conservatives, and I believe a party called Restore, but they've since gone back on that and put a candidate up. So it was originally going to be Nigel Farage or Farage versus Binface. Now Binface is the man who plays Count Binface is a comedian. Oh, it's lovely to see you, Abby. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to use a different type of marker for a bit. Sorry, I'm going to use some of my enemy markers. So Binface has been sort of very ridiculous, and it's kind of been, honestly, a bit of fresh air, because he is, so Binface, the guy who is playing Binface was a writer on the show The Thick of It. If you have seen the clip of Peter Capaldi shouting "fuckety bye," that is the thick of it, and he is excellent in that, to be honest. But he's also the guy who is playing Count Binface has also been a writer on Have I Got News for You. He's quite embroiled in like British political comedy, I think is safe to say. So he is marvellous. We really enjoy that. And so it's just kind of gone from there, really. He is a very, very ridiculous candidate, and he's kind of highlighting how ridiculous. Actually, I say he's a ridiculous candidate. He's not. But he's highlighting how ridiculous Nigel Farage is, which I'm all for. And at the moment, various pundits are like, can he actually win? But he's promised things like a weekly surgery. He's promised that for every day he is not in the UK, he will spend 10 days in Clacton. He has also said that there will be a postcode lottery, and whoever wins each week, he will help take the bins out. But yes, hello Yanni, hello Claudius. Yeah, so it's all a bit silly, but in the best kind of way. To be fair, this is going to be such a quick drawing, I might end up doing that a ferret as well. I forgot that this doesn't have a lot of detail. But what has been very fun to see is that Count Binface, there's been a lot of support back into politics. In lots of people feel very disenfranchised, as I'm sure it's the case across the globe, and it's just this has kind of helped people feel involved in the process again. I don't know, I'm all for it, because at the end of the day, regardless of the outcome, Nigel Farage looks like a tit. And to be fair, anyone who takes a lot of this super seriously ends up looking like a tit, because Binface's odds went from something like 48 or something to 1 in 4. So more people are engaging in the delightful Binface. Sorry, I'm trying to pick a colour. I think I'll do this one. Pick a colour, any colour, just not that one. Anyway, I hope you are all having a fabulous weekend. Also, people have been describing this by-election as a joke candidate and Count Binface, or Binface versus Bin Juice. So there's a lot of people have been very frustrated with Farage for a long time, and I think it's all coming to a head at the moment. Honestly, couldn't have happened to a more deserving bastard. Like, ugh, the worst. My favourite thing at the moment is seeing the memes where, you know, it's bin day and people are like, oh yes, people are out canvassing for Count Binface. I think I've put his head too low down. Whoops. And by head, I mean eyes. I put them where a normal human's eyes would be, but he is in fact an intergalactic warrior, and I should have known better. I've also used the wrong colour. Whoops. We'll just put that back. Oh, so I'm not sure if this person is in the chat at the moment, but in my comment section, someone was asking why I put down certain colours first, and that really gives the assumption that I know what I'm doing all the time, which I don't. Sometimes I'll put down a colour and I'll be like, I think this is going to work. And then as soon as I put that colour down, I realise that did not work. And I will put colour over it. And due to the nature of acrylic markers, that means that things just look like blended in a nice way. Like, pardon me, they just end up looking a bit more interesting. But it's not like, as you guys know, it's never quite as deliberate as it really ought to be. So we'll pop that on there. And then try and cover up that lovely mistake. Oh, well, I don't even have anything to wipe that off on. Post-it notes. Okay, we'll wait for that to dry. Otherwise it looks like bin face has just got a really odd... Actually, let's just do that. I'm doing it off screen again. It's the issue with trying to film your process and talk at the same time. Really hard. I do like it. Yeah, the chat is very quiet today, and that's okay. You've got other things to do. You're very busy, very important to people. So I totally get it. But, you know, I want you guys to have fun, even if that fun is just listening. Or not. I mean, you don't have to. It's nice that you guys do. I'm always very, very grateful to have such a lovely audience. I think it's not dry though, is it? How am I going to do this? I'll put more blue in the background. Yeah, I've seen... So, Gramora, I saw that you're saying what would happen theoretically if Binface won. So, I believe that he would become an MP unless he secedes. Basically, if he goes like, oh, I'm too ridiculous, so we have a party called the Monster Raving Loony Party, and if anyone from that party wins, they're classified as not loony enough and must give up the MP and give it to the next candidate. Fortunately, I don't believe anyone has, but that is their kind of core rules. Technically, Binface is an independent candidate because his party is called Count Binface. So the guy behind Count Binface would become an MP, which means that would start that whole process. One of the conversations that's been happening is asking if Count Binface's get-up is classified as armour and whether he would be required to wear his helmet in... Yeah, that's exactly it, Claudius. So they're saying that Binface would possibly have to take his helmet off, but some legal scholars are saying that he may not have to due to parliamentary law and how they classify helmets and hats and what have you. So it's really interesting, and rather ridiculous. Lots of very antiquated kind of laws, etc. So that's kind of what most of this is about. But yeah, we do enjoy the ridiculousness of it. It is, there are several people who write opinion columns who are saying that they hate it, but as far as I'm aware, most people have been thoroughly enjoying seeing Farage getting a bit of comeuppance because he's a wanker. The thing that's been very funny for me is that, let's say Kal-El, because I'm looking at pictures of Superman, is that Farage keeps going on about how it's him against the establishment, etc., etc. He is up against this ridiculous candidate, and that in theory you can't. I'd argue you can't really say that Binface is a kind of establishment character. You know, he is absurd, he is ridiculous. You can say all of that, but I really genuinely think you cannot honestly call him part of the establishment. Whereas Nigel Farage, I believe, went to Eton and was a banker, and very much part of an establishment. So yeah, one moment. Here we go, that's the one I'm after. Yeah, cool. So yeah, sorry gang, I am it's always interesting trying to get the reference up on the screen and see you guys. I think the only way you can really call Count Binface an establishment is if you're talking about like the bins and how regularly they get taken out. It's just, yeah, again, it's a very unserious situation, which I am personally delighted by, because it makes old Farage, old Nige, look like a whining little bitch. I might not have to continue this. My opinions, because I can see my numbers dropping as I am complaining about politics, especially in British ones. But you know, it is what it is. It's also a Sunday, so yeah. We'll have a play around with that a bit later. I'm a liar, I'm doing it now. Get some blue in there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as keen on this illustration as I'd hoped to be. Could probably do this again at another point. Probably not on stream, but that's okay. Everything doesn't have to be on stream. You guys will still like me if I'm not on stream, right? Right? But so my plans for that ferret, by the way, is to do it in pink, blue, and purple. So analogous colours. Analogous? I've always read it as analogous, but analogous colours. Right. We shall skip to the good bit, as they say. Jump in with a 0.5. Yeah, it's a... Do you know what? It's a Sunday. Feel like it's harder to be social on a Sunday. You're kind of trying to wind down quickly and then also wind up for work or school. Will say though, sorry, I went quiet because I started going in my head and thinking about something. I am not the biggest fan of some of these markers I've been using. It just, yeah, there's something about them that I'm not the biggest fan of at the moment. And then we've got the... Oh, that was a good sound, wasn't it? Oh gosh, this is... So I know we all voted Count Bin Face. I'm kind of over this drawing and I'm not even done. And we are only half an hour in. I'm going to switch up, I think, to the beloved little... This one's going to be a bit more fun, I think. So these colours here are Meaden. These colours here are the enemy markers. Yeah, everyone who was like, I wanted the ferret, you won. Unfortunately, I'm apparently not in the mood for Bin Face. I think it'd be better as an alcohol marker drawing, if I'm being really honest. Anywho, I'm going to start off with the same shade from the last one. We're going to do a quick, I'll call it a wash of colour, but I don't think it's actually like formally a wash. Yes, sorry. This has been pre-named Boots. After after the pharmacy. Get all your medications, get your photos developed by this sprightly fella. Let's shake that up again. So I feel like I might be jinxing myself here if I talk too much about it, but my husband and I are looking to buy a house, and we found a house and we are in the process of buying said house. I am looking forward to being able to use alcohol markers on stream, because in the new house I will have my own office. I will not be on my dining room table. So hopefully, my plan is that A, you will see my horrendous face more frequently, but also you will see more alcohol marker drawings in these live streams, because I like alcohol markers. The issue that I have is that I have so many alcohol markers that I can't bring them in here to use. and I don't want to use them in what's it called? I was going to say school. I don't want to have to keep picking them up and moving them, you know. So sorry, I'm like, I'll start and then I will completely fail to bring up my reference. Sponge case Scrooge, stop it. You are very kind. I actually, if you guys stick around to the end, I had actually planned, I'm going to keep quiet, to do like, I don't want to call it like a Q&A, but almost a Q&A, because today I do not look as rough as I normally do. So figured it could be quite fun for us to like have a chat that way, see how it goes. And it's okay if it doesn't go well. But yeah, it's it will be interesting. I'm really looking forward. So Cloud, at some point you and I are going to have a chat about this. It's been too hot to meet up, but I would like to. I miss you. I'm wanting to go for like kind of a foresty, slightly goblin-y vibe. I want like lots of, I think there's quite a few paints called like moss green. That's the kind of thing that I'm interested in. Unfortunately, the carpet of the place that we are buying is bright purple. So my hopes of having like a foresty office are going to take some time, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be immediate. I've just lost the lid. There it is. I genuinely lost the lid. But yeah, I wanted to do like maybe some like faux plants. I think it could be really, really fun. And just play around with all of that. And once I get it in the way that I want it to, because it's also going to be my day job office as well. Once I've got that in a way that I want, I can then do like a little tour with you guys and show you what's going on. But at the moment I am still in my old house, like we're in our rental, and that's great. We just yeah, very eager to move for a variety of reasons. My husband is excited because it means that he will get a living room again, because at the moment the living room is my workspace and so is half the office. I am taking up far more space than I should. Oh, wow. That'll be super interesting, Raymond. Going to Italy. Purple and green is pretty. Yeah, if it's dusty, then that is really cool. Unfortunately, this is like a neon purple. It was very clearly a little girl's bedroom at some point. There are also glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling, which I was talking to my husband about, and it was like, oh man, they look kind of cool. And he was like, yeah, well, we need to take them down so that, you know, we can clean this place properly. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he was like, nothing's stopping you from putting more up. You can put glow-in-the-dark stars up if you want. Yes, he is the same colors as the bisexual flag. Letting my little flag fly through this otter. But yeah, I'm hoping once it's all done, I can hopefully give you guys a little tour. Because I want it to have an air of professionalism for my job, but I just want it to be fun, and I want to do more to like show you guys, because I think that's going to be like, at the moment I do not have any good spaces to film myself. We're in a very cramped location. Like, the place that we are at the moment is very, very small. The place that we're going to is still kind of small. Like, it's not I've seen how American houses look. Your houses look huge. Ours is definitely not going to be that big, but it's what we want, and it has a gorgeous little British garden that I am going to make. Oh, so quintessentially British. I'm very excited about that, and my mum is going to go mad. Like, mad good, not mad angry. My mum will help with doing all the thingies, like helping with the garden. So this is the lightest blue from this particular. Let's try the greeny blue, but this is not boding well for this particular palette. That's a bit, see, that's a greeny blue, and I don't know if I want a greeny blue. I don't want a greeny blue. I want a bluey blue. Thank you for my TED talk. No, I'll start with this, and then I'll lighten with the enemy. So we're starting with the Medan and lightening with the enemy. But yeah, it should be a really fun chapter for us. I'm really excited. And then at some point, I will be getting a really big surgery, hopefully this year. Because I have a lot of back pain due to something completely out of my control. Hopefully, this surgery will help. But yeah, I think this blue is just a little bit too dark for what I'm after. I'll give you a little blue schnoz. I'll put the blue around your eye, like that. And then I can go back in with this purple. Make that all fun. And my hope as well is that in this new place I can actually use like real paint, because I'm being very hesitant to use paint instead of these. Not that acrylic markers are not paint, they are, like, it's acrylic paint in a marker, but my paint style is a little bit more feral than it should be, and like Cloud can attest to this. I used to mix my colours on the back of my hand when painting because I ran out of room on my palette. Not oil paints though. I should probably clarify that. Did not do that with oil paints. I did that with acrylic paint. Oh, thank you, Silly Bear. Yeah, it's going to be a little while. I'll probably talk about it a bit close to the time. But it's something that apparently will kind of stop me from doing a lot of upper body stuff for a bit. Oh, that's a duck. I thought there was a siren going off. That's a bloody duck. That was very weird. Right. So we'll go back with the light blue. Probably might want to go in with a white or just a darker blue than that. I don't like that blue at the moment. So let's go maybe for this one. Kind of similar to the other one, but hopefully will dry down a little bit better. And the flicking, just as a FYI, the flicking kind of adds texture. So instead of just sort of scribbling, the flicking adds sort of implies a bit more of that gorgeous fur that this little creature has. Gosh, this is fun. I love doing this crap. Not crap, but like I just love painting and like drawing and doing things wrong. It's all part and parcel of the oh no, my battery is running out. One moment. Right. Of course, this is when most people join, is when I start panicking about my battery dying. Of course, a horse. 3. Ooh. Well, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm okay. Ignore that loud noise. Okay. Still here. So we'll just add some extra colours around there. Oh, that's nice. I like that. We'll do pink on that little snoot as well. I think I need more purple. You guys are so much fun. Right. Get some of that purple in there. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Sorry, I was just looking to see if there was a good like cold purple, but I can't see one in my little repertoire. Okay, kind of, oh, sorry. Kind of want to go over again with the white, not white, the light blue. Maybe over here as well. Sorry, I'm like, oh, I forgot how much fun I have drawing little creatures in different colors. They're just all shiny. Like shiny Pokemon, making shiny animals. I'm wondering if I make, what color? Oh, I'm doing ASMR now. What kind of color should I do the floor? Or should I do a floor? I kind of want to make it brown, which is not super engaging in color. I understand, but like, oh, I could do a green. I'm thinking like rocky surface, you know. I'll do that color there. Let's go. Yes, this one. He does look like he's swimming. He's a land person. Landos. An adult. I am the Pinky Promise. I'm an adult human. So just I like the idea of giving it like a little shadow, and then also weirdly I want to draw rocks, but not like big rocks, just like little rocks. Okay, so I've done that. I think you would make a great shadow color. Yes, dragon fruit, your little creatures. They really are the most fun to draw. I really enjoy them. Yeah, recently, I don't know, drawing the shadows just really improves it for me. I'm finding recently that I just really enjoy drawing the little shadows underneath them. Has made things just really fun. Don't know if they're fun for anyone else, just for me. I'm a very selfish artist. It's all about me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lighter colour at the edge, so it kind of looks like the light isn't as like, so that when light bends around an object, it like fuzzes. That is my washing machine dryer. Don't worry, it's not yours. It is mine. No need to panic. Your laundry is not done, or it might be if it's very loud, but mine is done. And by mine, I mean my husband's. There we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we'll just maybe do a little bit more in the background too. Yes. It's all coming together. I love it when a plan comes together. I actually rewatched some of the A-Team that my dad would put on. It was always interesting, rewatching it. I did enjoy it. Right, I think I'll do this brown. Pixar villain. I'm interested as to who is the Pixar villain. Is it Raymond or is it the drawing? I want to make the background green. Like just a light kind of, maybe that, like a yellowy green. I'm not going to say what colour green I thought that was. It's not a very appealing name for it, but how we feel about that with like some of the blue peeking through, like ship. Really blending into his background here, I think. I'm not sure if he's going to stand out enough. What someday, hopefully, I shall be able to gift things in a fun way, but for now, there we go. Oh, whilst I'm doing this background part, make sure you like and subscribe and what have you. Memberships, I've not done anything with them. But actually, on a slightly more serious note, not crazy serious, but if you want to support your favorite creators and you don't know how to, you don't have money, whether you're like a kid or you just don't have money, which is fair, cost of living crisis. Genuinely, a way that you can help is if you are on YouTube, like you are now, engaging with the video, watching videos to the end, watching their like long form content really helps with the algorithm and what have you. They are really, like, I know they're pushing shorts more, but creators earn more from ad revenue with long form content. I am not earning ad revenue. I haven't got enough views, but that's okay. But watching anything that they do sort of all the way through, you shouldn't feel like guilted to. But if it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I love that creator, I really wish I could like buy a print or merch, but I just don't have the money. A way to do like support is to engage the whole, like, comment, subscribe if you're on like Instagram, liking, saving, sharing, all of that kind of fluff. I think YouTube has something called hyping. If you have the ability to do that to your favorite small creators, because it makes a difference. But I don't want you guys to like try and spend money you don't have or whatever. It's just, you know, it is. That sounds marvelous, and by marvelous I mean very interesting. Hello, I was going to say Anne the Aquarius, but NN the Aquarius, lovely to see you. I don't think I've encountered you before, person D4F, lovely to see you. So I'm now going through the chat. Humanoid creature, it's always a delight. I know you've been here for a while, but also it's always a delight to see you. And the Whistling GM, lovely to see you. Hello, I hope you are well. I am currently trying to figure out how to do a background as someone who's not very good at backgrounds. Do you know what? I'll just do some like rough shapes. It's like vaguely. Kind of vaguely leafy shaped ish. Do otters and or ferrets go in this kind of place? Probably not. I've apparently decided that this is what I want to set their environment to. As a, this is clearly their natural habitat as a pink, pink and blue. They blend so well. Their disguise, their camouflage is second to none. And by that I mean second to all. Where is the pen I'm after? If I throw enough tantrums, maybe it will appear. Genuinely, where did it go? Did I put it back? I put it back. Ugh. Why am I organized today? Maybe I didn't put it back. Maybe I'm a lying liar who lies. No, I'm not. Ooh, maybe if I put a bit of blue in for like shadows. Yeah. Maybe if we change the foliage up and make it blue. Ooh, let me have a look. Oh, well, it's lovely to see you, person D4F. I hope you enjoy it here. If you don't, that's okay. Just don't tell me. And the Whistling GM has said, backgrounds are my personal hell. I did a decent one recently. I genuinely have had the same thing. It's so hard. Oh, Person, I can just call you Person. Lovely. Lovely to meet you, Person. Oops. Oh well. So I keep doing more, like trying to do more sort of backgroundy type things on stream. And the reason being is because I won't do it if I am kind of by myself. Like I'm trying to be a bit more adventurous, but it's just kind of not happening. And I'm finding that I get a bit more adventurous and like haphazard on stream, and I like that. I think it's fun. I just get a bit more bold is kind of the word I want to use. Like I just like a comfortable space for me to try new things and get more comfortable with doing things, because like, you know, many moons ago, this time last year, I did not stream. I did not like it. I was so scared of streaming. I just was, yeah, very just fearful. So since having done these streams, I just feel like I want to push myself out into the world a bit more. And eventually that will extend to making merch and like prints. Something I'd love to do at some point is to do like a snail mail type of thing, because my friend Lorna has been doing one, and that's been delightful. She's had a lot of joy from doing that, but part of me is like, what do I write? Like, it requires a little letter and I don't know what I'd write. So basically what I'm doing right now is just finding excuses to not do things, because I'm a big grown-up lady. Oh, I just realised I've been keeping a comment up when I shouldn't have. Just checking back. Oh, hello, Staria. It's lovely to see you. I'm so glad that you are having a good time. And it's Aria. You are any and all. Lovely to meet you. I'm so glad people are sharing their names. Hello, Teddy and Luna. It's really cool seeing people's names and pronouns. I'm really happy with that. I do kind of wish YouTube had brackets for what's it called? These. Oh, thank you so much, Dragon Fruit. It will not let me click on your comment. Click it. There we go. Sorry. Right. But yeah, I really appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. But yes, I love all these introductions. At some point, I'm gonna have to save this so I can remember everyone's names. Oh, I've just hidden all the comments. There we go. Right. Yeah, I made a horrible noise. I'm really sorry. I wonder if I do like almost like a background light, because I know we've got it. Oh, that could be fun. At the moment, it's kind of like, yeah. But I'm thinking maybe like a lighter color here. Let's go for a yellow, a lello. That doesn't show up. I love this. Marvelous. does kind of show up, just a lot more subtly than I would like. Yeah, this one just does not. That one wants to kind of be a lightening. I was going to say lightning. A lightening color, because it's very translucent. And translucent is when it's like it's not all sort of one thick color, but it's also not transparent. It's like in between. There you go. You got there eventually, kind of. Kind of. We'll see. Right. So kind of like the idea that it's light kind of coming down there, like we've just got a little. Let me finish that thought, because I realized I started it and then went internal. I would like a column of light that's kind of come through the leaves and it's shining down on our wonderful little boots here. Oh, Sponge Case Switch, that's really sweet. Thank you. And thank you, Humanoid Creature. I really appreciate it. It's really sweet. I really struggle. Oh, Humanoid Creature, that's so fun. Look, if I were doing this all by myself and chatting just to myself, I would drive myself crazy. I also don't know what you guys would enjoy listening to, because I can talk about a lot of things. So you guys being interactive with me makes me real happy. And Aria, that sounds so fun. I actually, well, I say I started doing art when I was a very little kid, but for a very long period of time, because we just did not have enough space, I did digital art, and I got really good, and then AI was on the rise, and I came to the conclusion that I couldn't compete, so I started moving over into traditional art, and I really enjoy it. It's really, really fun. Whee! Let's scroll back. There we go. Background and foreground. Yeah, I need a good midground. I need to learn to do the midgrounds. We got the foreground here, and I need to figure out how to do that midgroundy bit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a light color. So I think I'm going to grab that color from my Enmade collection and try and do some highlighting once that's all pop that there. So if I tell you guys that I've forgotten where I've put it, it's there. Because I keep forgetting where I put this bloody thing. Right, I'm going to go for a much darker, just in a couple of the shadows, because I think it needs it. Oh, you guys should absolutely post. If you're comfortable doing so, please post your art. I love seeing it. Unfortunately, I don't get notified when people share, so which I wish I did, because that would be so neat. I also really wish that you could specify in YouTube whether you wanted to be notified about shorts or live streams or long form video, because I would love to be notified about long form video and streams. I do not want to be notified about shorts, especially when you're someone like channels like mine where we post a lot of shorts, and I just don't. I like that a lot. Oh, I like that dark purpley, I want to call it mauve. It's a mauve, yeah, mauve. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Give you a little foot on the ground there. And then you go shoop, shoop, shoop. We'll make your back leg get a little bit furrier, boots. And I do quite like the blue claws. So I think I'm going to give boots blue claws. Oh, yes, do that. That sounds really fun. Yes, that sounds marvellous. I like that idea a lot. I just want you guys to feel, oh, okay, you are not the first person who has told me that. My slight hesitation with that is that I do not have a lot of social energy at the moment. So I would need moderators. And I don't want to like put that on you guys if you're not interested, and also because some of you are I'll say underage, but because some of you are younger teenagers, it makes it just a little bit more complicated because I want you guys to be safe. That is a priority for me. So yeah, it's something I'm actively thinking about. It's on my to-do list so that you guys can chat with each other outside of here. You can have a bit of fun. Do I like that? Kind of. Okay. Interesting. Should probably do his eye. Oh, I just realised I've kept the thing up. Yes, whistling. There is so in YouTube there is a community page where people can post. It's very friendly. I try to keep an eye on it just in case people aren't friendly, but I have not needed to do that. Everyone is lovely. So yes. The answer is yes. Right, need to do more of this. I was going to call it stupid. It's not stupid. It's fun. I'm having fun. Do more of this background. Do I like that? We'll wait until it dries, but I could probably put that in the sides. I feel like it needs... I have an idea. We shall see if this idea works. I've also messed up my colouring system. I have just realised this. Whoops. Okay. Right. I think you are that colour. So. Nope, I preferred that the way it was. Right, and then if I go over with the yellow, but like kind of quickly, kind of helps with. I don't know how, but I have Katy Perry's California Girls song stuck in my head, and I don't want it stuck in my head because I don't particularly enjoy Katy Perry's music. Right. Okay, idea. Okay, we'll do that. Maybe if I get a bit more dark around there, then I can like do kind of a, like it's just on the edge. Yeah, like that. I can go, in fact, what I'll do is I'll kind of do broad strokes, but I'll wait for it to dry and then I'll go back over it with the blue. Ah, see, brain. We'll get there eventually. And then like a little bit down here. Yes. Oh, I like that. And then kind of up by there. So it's got that kind of, like it's just catching the edge of their fur. Yeah. Do a little dot. Yeah. And then I can go over with white at some point too to really highlight that. Oh, that's cute. Right. Sorry. Green eyes, Nick. Sorry. If the green was in the middle, put fireflies. Oh, that's a great idea. Next one. I'll keep you to that. Sorry, I'm excited. Next time we'll do it so it's dark in the middle and we can have fireflies. That's so fun. I love that. Oh, and hello, evil bird. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying it. And thank you everyone who's helping people find. Oh, thank you. Thank you for everyone who's helping people find the community tab, because it's not super clear and it's kind of difficult to tell people where it is. But it's coming together, I think. Green eyes, I genuinely love that idea. I want to do that next time. Maybe I could put some like fireflies in the corner. One moment. You jammy, wonderful person, you. Let's give it a go. Of like, maybe not as bright as an actual firefly, but we could give them just a couple of friends, you know? Maybe make it slightly less circular. And I'll go in with white in the middle. Go over it again. But like just in the middle. So we build up that kind of. But I do think I need to go over the bits at the side again with the blue just to darken it up a bit. In fact, I'll go for a darker blue. And then after this, what I'll have to do is I have to swatch these and put them back in the right order. Oh, I didn't shake that properly. There we go. There we go. Yes. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. Can do some like dark leaves at the edges, but not trying too hard, because again, this is something I genuinely, this isn't me being like, oh, I struggle with it, and I don't. I genuinely really find backgrounds incredibly difficult. I have never been good with them. I grew up in an area of the UK called the Fens, and the Fens is essentially just a horizon. That was what my landscape was. There are no hills, there are no mountains, there is very little sea. In fact, there's no sea unless you go to Norfolk. So it means that it's just a little hard to, because I feel like if you've got, you know, like more, what's it called, landscape, like more foregrounds and backgrounds, it's easier to know where to place them. But there wasn't a lot of that for me growing up, which sounds ridiculous, but I had a lot of sky, lots of beautiful sunsets that go on forever. In fact, I could probably put a video up of it because it's great. Sorry, I'm just having an assessment of it. I think I need to put more leaves kind of at the top, or do I? Let me find the lighter. This is the lighter, never mind. Just thinking if I go like kind of light here, and then maybe with the yellow, we can like blend that a bit. A bit more of the yellows on there. Yeah. I think it's something a bit more there, but I want to finish that part. Oh, whistling, really? Yeah, that's cool. It's also it's very, very funny to me living in the Fens. So the Fens is for people who are not aware of what the Fens are. The Fens, okay, is a part of Britain that is incredibly flat. Like it is the flattest part of Britain. And it's just, yeah, it is horizon, sky, nothing in between. You can see things for miles, and it's, yeah, just, there is not much going on. It's all skies. We get gorgeous sunsets and sunrises, but that's kind of it. I say with all the affection possible. But the Fens are like floodplains, basically. It used to be marshland historically, and then they were drained. So the Fens have lots of really so advanced, but not in regards to like tech, but really extensive flooding defenses. There are dikes, there are, I think they're called hee-hees. I think there's hee-hee-ha-has and ho-hos. Anyway, there's lots of like culverts and like basically drainage, but like old school farming drainage. And I believe the Dutch came over historically, and that's what started it. Anyway, very kind of flat area of the UK, and lots of rivers and dikes you can walk by, and it's marvelous. But it also means not a lot of landscape, you know. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back, but yeah. Like we used to tease people in villages over, which is hilarious, that they were all kind of inbred. The British sense of humor, I think, is just a bit cruel. I'm just gonna, we'll do kind of like toe beans, really, aren't they? Little claws. We'll do some there for you. And we've got a couple for you, so you've got one there. like painted toenails at the moment, but oh, this is so cute. Boots, you are adorable. Right, I'm gonna try and do this on camera so that you guys can shake it up, and then I'll go for the thin end, but the thin end is very dramatic, isn't it? Right. Sorry, I'll try and do this in a way that you can see. Are you going to behave? There you go, you got a little bubble there. Yep, okay, you're working and seemingly behaving. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some white just at the edges, so that when we go over with that light blue as well, it just really highlights that the sun is hitting. And like if this was a camera, we're going, this is where the light is blowing it out and like peaking. We'll do a little dot there, a little dot there. Also do some dots for the fireflies. We can do magic dots. Yes, this place is now magical. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be. This is obviously a normal, natural colour for some kind of ferret otter. And they always walk jauntily, obviously. It does feel like I'm doing Pokemon now, though. Like I'm doing a little thing. Boots. I don't know how much health Boots would have. Probably a little. Like, not... As in, like, I think he'd be kind of a glass cannon. You know what I mean? He very much strikes me as the kind that's going to go and, like, sneakily bite you. And then if you attack and hit, he'll just explode into a puff of sparkles. Why are you so magical? Why have I made you magical? You could be really gross, like you look really cute and you're actually filthy, gross, nasty. That'd be fun. I keep gasping. Duckman. See, when you say Duckman, I think of the Duckman in Terry Pratchett who is in denial that he's got a duck on his head and doesn't know that he's got a duck on his head. Oh, someone's off. Bye. It's lovely to see you. I think it's Grimora. You've probably gone now. I hope you... Oh, no. Yes, Grimora disappeared. But it was lovely having you. Do you know what? Sorry, Sponge. He is absolutely... Whatever he is a healing class. You are right. He is absolutely a healer. Do you know what this wants? I can't do this, guys. I can't keep doing this where I'm like, oh, why don't I do X as different classes? Because there's so many classes and like I always get stuck with Barbarian or Artificer because I'm not very good at drawing tech. I'm just going to do a few dots around. No, you're not going to. What if I blow on you? Nope. Did you guys ever have those blow pens where like you'd blow and it would splatter? Kind of wish I had some of those. Should probably do the dots around him because Boots is the magical one. There's a game, I was thinking it's called RuneScape. It's not Trine. But basically there's a game where you kind of go through it and it's like a typical kind of RPG type thing. but you can have different pets who will go to town and sell your wares whilst you're on an adventure. And one of my characters that I was playing with my husband was, I think she was a mechanic, or no, she was a barbarian equivalent, whatever it was in the game. And she had a stag, and I called him Swiggity Swag because he's Swiggity Swag the stag. So to give you an idea of what kind of person I am. I also had this great character in yes, that one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, I would. I will come right back to you because I've just seen that Green Eyes Nick has said something ahead of you. But question, is he magical now? But does he smell like a ferret? Yes. Yes, he does. He smells terrible. And Whistling GM, I will always recommend Terry Pratchett. All day, every day. I have really struggled to move on from him as an author. I listen to one of his books every night. It's part of what I use to go to sleep. My personal favourites are Monstrous Regiment, which is about a group of girls who dress up as boys to join the army. And, well, I say a group of girls. A girl dresses up as a boy to join the army to save her brother. And that is set in the Discworld, and it's marvelous. It's really ahead of its time. Just incredible. Loved it. Sergeant Jackram is an incredible character. There's a section where he's just, because they're in the military, he's just killed some enemy soldiers and he's backed by the firelight, and it's such an incredible visual to me that I want to draw it. But he's this big fat sergeant, right? And he's standing in front of the fire, like blood down him from killing these enemy soldiers, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs, "You are my little lads, and I will look after you." And it's seared into my brain. Another good book by him is Going Postal. There's an incredible scene in that's seared into my brain with Stanley and Mr. Grile. Another book that has incredible imagery in my mind is the book Thud, which is a Sam Vimes book, who's a watchman, so a policeman. And I've seen people get upset when people say all cops are bastards because they like Sam Vimes. And I feel like Sam Vimes would also agree that all cops are bastards. But he's delightful. I like The Summoning Dark. I think that's really cool. So The Summoning Dark is within Thud. Yeah, it's just there's lots of great books. I really, really recommend Terry Pratchett. If you want to get into fantasy, but fantasy with very British sense of humor, really recommend it. His writing is incredible and has spoilt me forever. The humanoid says that, humanoid creature, you're not good at drawing animals, but you drew. That sounds incredible. I will check that out shortly. Oh, you're in for a world of joy. I'm really excited for you. I wish I could reread them. It's something that, and Tiffany Aching books are very good for little girls as well. Not to be they're for little girls, but she does go through it explains that very well. Anything with Agnes Nitt, who is a fat witch, It sounds like they keep going on and on about how fat she is, but it's not done in like some of it is funny, but it's also kind of a fat girl's experience, to be honest. And it, like the way they talk to her, it's, I don't know how to say it because it feels weirdly loving whilst not being at all. There's a story where, you know, if it was any other book, they would have given her a happily ever after with an awful character, because fat girls aren't seen as attractive or whatever. And she, yeah, I'm trying really hard not to spoil, but it's good. I love Terry Pratchett. If you could not tell, I'm very subtle about it. At some point, I'm going to have to draw his characters, but I want to draw them in different styles because I think Terry Pratchett would translate really well to something like Laker Studios, who did Box Trolls. I think they'd be able to do something really cool with that, with like a stop motion style, you know. Also, if you are familiar, like if you read any of the ones with the university, and anything with death is incredible, like the Hogfather, outstanding. Anything with death is marvelous. Yeah, just love a bit of Pratchett. Just gonna, I think I might leave this lineless, guys. What do you think? I might do some around the eyes and what have you, but pardon me. I'm quite liking how this has gone. Oh, I've just realised I've kept coming up. Carp jugulum. Yes, seize the throat. That is about vampires. Yeah. So Carp Jugulum has both of those books. So the order to read them would be Masquerade and then Carp Jugulum, because that's the chronological order of those stories, but you can read them whatever order you want. So both of those stories are centered around Agnes Nitt. You are going to love her. She is very fun. I love Agnes. Niche aesthetic or genres that are little known. Isn't clowncore quite niche? Or is it becoming a bit more mainstream? I'm not sure. I just realised I would like to change some. There we go. I feel like I need to do a bit more around the front there, but it feels like this is getting close to done. What do you guys think? I do feel like I need more green though. That's a bit too green. Abort! Abort! Where have you gone? That's the same green. Here we go. This one. Yeah, let's pop some just in the background there. And I'm thinking maybe like some darker bits down here to imply more soil. Yeah, like that. Right, so I've done that with that colour, but I also think I should probably do some dots with the with that. Maybe some darker dots too. Maybe in front. Maybe some blue dots. Maybe if I blow on this all. Nope. That was stupid. That was, I let the intrusive thoughts win. Maybe like a pink, like a light blue and a light pink to like, I like that. Okay, let's give it a go. I say light pink, immediately reaches for normal pink. I just think maybe like around there could be really nice, like where it's darker, having the, yeah, like that. Why am I whispering? I keep doing this whenever I focus. I'm like, and I'll stop whispering now. It's funny because like I've hardly used purple in this at all, but I feel like the purple stands out, but like in a nice subtle way. It's not overbearing. It's not, you know, dominating the illustration, but it's definitely there and just kind of enhances it. I love art. I love drawing. I love everything about this. So fucking cool. Like, I had to make things with my hands and it looks sick. And I made it. And I'm not very cool. But this is very cool. Let's pop some dots all over. Wonder if I do bloop. Oh, that doesn't look as good as I had hoped. Actually, it does kind of fade. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Kind of blurs it. Let's do a bit more of that. Is this magic? Is it dust? Or is it dirt? You decide. Press the red button. No. Oh, that will date me. I don't think they do the red button anymore. Right, sorry. I've been busy looking. And then I was doing all my stuff. Oh, hello, user. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm afraid I will not be able to pronounce it. XH6GD8MN7U. Thank you very much. We'll have a look at some of the book recommendations. I'm reading Horror, Haunted House Media. That sounds fantastic. I've been reading a lot of... it's Inspector Ganache. It was... there was a TV show called Three Pines, and I watched that with the guy who plays Dr. Octavius in Spider-Man. I can't remember his name, but he is such a good actor. And I watched it because I liked his acting. I watched the newer Spider-Man, what was it? Long Way From Home? Anyway, I watched that one with Dr. Octavius, where Dr. Octavius got like cured. And it made me so happy because I loved that actor. I thought he, just even at a young age, I just loved watching him. He was so empathetic as a villain. And I just loved him. So when I saw that he was in this other show, which was a murder mystery, I was like, I shall go watch that. It's delightful. So I'm listening to all of the books that it was based off of, and those have been great. I will say so something that is missing from the books that seems to have been added into the series was Indigenous women going missing. So it's based in Canada. It's about, like murders, etc., happening in a particular place. It's really interesting, really enjoyed it. But in the books, they're not. The Indigenous through line isn't there, and I really liked that in the show because I know that a lot of Indigenous women are going missing and it's not being investigated. And it highlighted the atrocities of the were they called working schools? I can't remember it. But yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed it. Oh, I'm missing all the new comments. There we go. That's okay, Raymond. I hope you've had a good time here. Right, I'm just gonna do a couple of outlines to sharpen a couple of things up. Oh, and I need to do whiskers. Whiskers will be the last thing. And then we could do a little Q&A. But don't tell anyone. Shh. We'll keep that a secret. You get to see my face. I will have to possibly tidy up behind me because there are moving boxes. And that's not a great background. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. So I think I'm going to leave the top not as defined because I like that, but I think it works lower down here to have a few more things like with a fine liner. Because I think this is a 0. I want to say it's a 0.3. It's funny because some of these art supplies I genuinely got like over 10 years ago when I stopped creating due to my depression, and being able to use them now is kind of just really nice. Have like a kind of a healing moment. Like I got these during a tough time, and now whilst things are less tough, you know. Oh, that's okay. Thank you so much, Whistling GM. I hope that you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon. Oh, Green, I think you can't see a snoot. I've just hopefully got ear and maybe some like around there. Define the nose. So what I'll do as well is I will pop a picture up of this in the community tab so you guys can see the final result, because I think that would be really fun. I'll try and do that more regularly because I don't know, it's cute. I like hanging out with you guys, and this makes it like you get to see it, and then hopefully you'll see it first in the community tab too. So this is a grey, and I'm just doing it to add some more like structure to the foreground. But that's fun. I like that. Let's see if I can do that with a green. And if it doesn't work, we were never here. This is all an illusion, and I never said anything. You can't prove it except by showing this stream. But outside of that, you can't prove it. Let's try this one. Nah, that doesn't really do much either, but that's okay. Right. Whiskers. Thank you, chat. You are benevolent, and by chat, I mean my wonderful goblin court Hello, Janae. It's lovely to see you. It has been a long time since you've been here, but I'm glad you're able to make it. That wasn't meant to be guilt tripping you. What I meant was you have been busy. My intent was not to be like, excuse you. It was meant to be it's lovely to see you. Right. So I'm going to use a very old Ohuhu paint acrylic marker because I think this will actually be scratchy like I want it to be. Yeah. And then like we'll do some stuff around that. Some dots that are a bit smaller. Some dots that are a bit smaller. Oh, I can't remember the love. Oh, bye. Bye bye, Noodle. Right, sorry. My thing has decided to highlight everything, which I didn't ask it to do. Thank you. Whew. So Green Eyes is asking, do I story world build all of my characters? I would love to. I try not to because then I end up going in weird directions, and that takes because then I get invested in it even if other people are not, and I should really try and be a bit more cutthroat. And cutthroat sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. Like I need to try and do the things that would make me money rather than what kind of mental adventure I apparently would like to go on. But what I like to do is whenever I do a stream, I like to let the chat name a character. The thing is that the chat immediately named. So right at the beginning of the stream, I asked if people wanted to see Binface or this ferret. They voted for Binface. Binface did not end up well. We're treating Binface like a warm-up. But my lovely little ferret here, during that conversation, it was agreed that this little guy is going to be called Boots. And so, oh, you're so kind. I'd love to. Maybe I should do that more often. We just build a world around a character. But Green Eyes Nick, that's something that like I could do more of. It's just I've been under the impression people wouldn't want to see that because I've always been into this. I love like storytelling, world building. That's really fun to me. Right, I'm going to sign this here. Oh, that's bold. Right. There we go. We'll do a little kiss. Maybe we should do the date. What's the date? It's the 19th. 1907. I like them. They're fun. I feel like I kind of know what you're talking about, Janae, but I'm not sure. Or Janae. Right. We're going to have a little poll. And then I shall stop it. Yes or no. Great. Start and show. So you can vote all on that. And whilst you do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you guys the end result. And the way that you vote, by the way, is 1 is yes and 2 is no. So if you put 1 in the chat, it's a yes. If you put 2 in the chat, it's a no. But yeah, that's our little, oh, I'll do it a little bit back for the mobile stream. But yeah, this is our little guy, our lovely little boots. Janae. Oh, having a separate, I appreciate it, but having a separate channel makes that very difficult. That is a lot to maintain. So I just kind of do everything all in the same one. But yeah, I like how that's Janae. Okay, you all like it. That's the most unanimous a vote has ever been, gang. So I think the next stream we're gonna do that. That's gonna be a bit of fun for all of us. So, right. Give me a moment. I will be right back as I try and disguise the boxes behind me. There we go. Right. Fingers and toes crossed. I can do this in a way that is Janae. Anyway, I'm gonna try something new. We shall see how this goes. Nope, I did not cover that really at all. This is better on the vertical. Hi, this is me. I look a mess because I have not dressed up specifically to do this. But if you guys have any questions, fire away. I just thought this could be a bit fun. Something that I'm hoping to do in the future is something that I'm hoping to do in the future is maybe have me talking at the start of the stream and then move into the thing. As you can see, boxes I've tried to hide. If you're on the vertical, you get a lovely normal background. If you're on the wide, this is why I don't do this, because this is a mess and there's no space for this. But yeah, I just wanted to have a chat, see what you guys wanted to know, etc. I'll try and stay centered in the screen, but I cannot guarantee that. So Janae asks, what song artist do I like or enjoy? I am a little emo at heart, so I love Panic at the Disco. Fall Out Boy are my all-time favorite band. My Chemical Romance are marvelous as well. Love them. I also like a band called Faded Paper Figures, especially their early stuff. They're like electro. I like a lot of old rock. I like what I would consider dad rock, but the rock that I grew up with is now dad rock, and that is upsetting. But what other artists do I like? I like BB No Money. I like Group Love. I like all sorts. There's just all the music generally. I'm not a huge fan of R&B, unfortunately, or rap, but that is just, it's not, also not a huge fan of like screaming, but that's just me. My husband quite likes both. What's the best acrylic marker in your opinion? So I've been using Meaden, and I'm not like, they've sent me some free markers. I do have an affiliate code that I will be sharing in the future, which will be lovely, and it's for their whole shop. I'm not as impressed, unfortunately, with their acrylic markers, so I'm going to send them an email about that. I really like the Enemy markers. Let me grab one. These ones. I genuinely like these. These work really, really well. I've really enjoyed them. Another acrylic marker that I like, but they're not brush tips, is the Molotow. So this one, the white that I use a lot. That's great. I have some other like unbranded acrylic markers that I used to use a lot. I don't like talking about them, not because they're not good quality, but because they are a drop shipped brand and I hadn't expected to like talk about them and like people being interested in that. So I am scared people will get scammed. So I don't recommend that particular brand. Silly Bear asks, how long have I been drawing? I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. I wanted to be an artist when I was like I wanted to be a comic book artist when I was about 14. But I'm actually more of a painter than I am a comic book artist. Like, I find line art really stressful. I don't know why I thought I'd be a comic book artist, but here we are. And then I just wanted to be an artist. I had a 8-year period between 18, so I didn't learn the fundamentals when I should have. I'll probably repost a video about that. But basically I was failed at GCSE, and I didn't fail GCSE art. I got a B, I think I got a B or a C, but the teaching failed me in that it did not provide the right information. I didn't learn about the fundamentals when I should have, and that was really tricky because I couldn't understand what I was doing wrong. And then I got very frustrated. I got very burnt out at college. So I studied art and design at a BTEC level. So level 3, which is the equivalent of 3 A levels, I only got a pass. And that was because I just hit a really severe depression. And then after college, I didn't create for about 7 years. So until I was 25. No, it was older than that. 26, 27. I didn't make anything for a really long time. I was just so burnt out and I felt awful. And it just felt like a part of me had disappeared. So, really. So I've been drawing more seriously since the end of 2019, early 2020. And I've been posting on socials and sharing that journey. Green Eyes Nink says, my favorite art medium and what medium would I like to become more? I want to become more familiar with oil paint. Oh, it looks gorgeous. I love how oil paints look, but they stink, and I am really sensitive to smell. But yeah, I would love to do more in oil paint. At the moment, my favorite medium is alcohol markers. I really love alcohol markers. They are very versatile. The issue with alcohol markers is that they are not long lasting. They will fade. So I really want to share, I want to share my love of alcohol markers. I want to be able to do commissions, but knowing that they fade makes it harder for me to want to do that, because I want you guys to pay for things that you'll keep forever, or at least as long as you want. But that unfortunately means that I have to then scan everything, and you need a digital file or a physical print. So what D&D class and race do I like playing? Race is, I don't have a preference, but I think I'm a barbarian, through and through. I love tanking. I also love clerics. Clerics are OP, love them. I love clerics, and I love tanks and barbarians, because I just want to go in and I want to hit stuff. And barbarians, you can get some cool things with that. I'm currently playing a sorcerer in a game, and that's tricky. I'm not a magic user at all. very much a martial kind of thing. So Silly Bear asks, I'm sorry, Humanoid asked, the humanoid creature asked about the D&D. What made me want to do art in the first place? I just enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it. I think ever since I was a little kid, it was one of the very few things that people at school complimented me about. Like, if I'm being real honest, I think that's why. I remember a head teacher telling me that the only reason, like, that my art was really good in year 3 because I was the only kid who tried to draw the flower accurately. And instead, like, everyone else was drawing like 5 sort of petals for flowers. And so I was trying to draw more because that's what I could see. And yeah, like, I've always loved paint. I've always loved playing with paint. So yeah, it's been like a long lasting love of mine. Art, just whilst very frustrating, and I don't like being frustrated, it's one of those things where you are always improving. So like, I just love it. It's fun. And also it's up to interpretation. But essentially, I love something that I will never be the best at. Because it's always up to interpretation, you know? And like, yeah, I'm never gonna be like, you can't, like with maths, you can objectively know the answer. I don't feel like you can as much with art, and I like that. And I like drawing and all of the stuff. It's so fun. Like color, shape, it's great. I love it. And that was from Silly Bear. Sorry if I didn't say at the start. Meegs and Bacon says, I'm glad I brought up Envy markers. They've been eyeing one for a while, but hate pouring from tubes. Can you blend acrylic with paintbrushes? You can. I am not good at it, so I don't, but you can do that. If you are looking at Envy markers, if you are on their UK Amazon site, I do, in fact, I have a banner for it and everything. I have a code which I've put up. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it is on Amazon UK, and that will give you 10% off. Then what's my favourite TV show and what's my favourite movie? Oh, Janae, of asking all of the difficult questions. So I love West Wing. I've watched West Wing too many times. It's embarrassing how many times I've watched West Wing. In regards to a recent TV show, I love The Pit. Oh, I love The Pit. I have rewatched The Pit something like 8 times because I watch it as I draw, not as I draw, as I work, like for my day job. So that's always fun. And I love watching people being competent. It makes me so happy. In regards to like animated shows, I'm watching a lot of DC at the moment. So I'm watching Harlequin. I'm watching My Friend Superman. I watch Creature Commandos. Just all of Batman. I'm watching The Cape Crusader. Love all of that. It just makes me so happy. Stop motion animation, I really like Leica, but I also soft spot for anything Nick Park does with Aardman. Yeah, I have too many. I can't really distill that down very well. I'm so sorry. And then when it comes to a favorite movie, I've watched Superman, like the 2025 one. Is it 25 or 24? I can't remember. But the most recent Superman I've watched a lot because that got me through a really, really rough time at my job. I was, not having a great time. And Superman helped me through that. I thoroughly enjoy the Knives Out series. I like a good murder mystery. I'm trying to think of who, like, other films I enjoy, because I like so many, and then I can't remember what I like. I love Lego Batman. God, I am sounding very immature right now. The Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, I adored as a kid. Like, I say as a kid, like as a teenager, it blew my mind. I loved it. What else do I enjoy? So many films. Cannot think of any. But yeah, I have to have a think and like write them down. What else? Yeah, I'm sure there's some anime in there. Like, I watched a series called Air when I was younger, and that made me cry a lot. Yeah. Weird question. What on earth is the sound wave things that are on my wall? These things, these are skateboards. Because when I was younger, I wanted to be a skater, and I don't have the coordination. So these are my husband's skateboards. If I lift you guys up, you can see the top. So yeah, those are skateboards. So I keep leaning and then leaning out of frame for vertical people. Then yes, the humanoid creature still the Q&A. Oh, sorry, you were telling other people because you're marvelous. Thank you very much, the humanoid creature. Gimora is saying that my voice matches my face. I'm glad, and I hope that that's a compliment. I hope that, like, right now, so I don't often, this is still me dressed down. This is the best I've looked whenever I've been streaming. I do not dress well when I'm arting. Normally I dress much more, like, if I think I'm going to be seen, I try and be a bit more fashionable. These are my house clothes, which are essentially pajamas, which is a cute little design from Lightbox. Back when I think it was during the pandemic, they did like a digital one, and I was like, oh, I want to be part of that. I want to watch. But I'm glad that you enjoy it. But yeah. Oh, you didn't see Boots. I'll switch cameras so you can see the wonderful Boots. This is how Boots is. Janai asking whether I have heard of My Hero Academia, The Amazing Digital Circus, and The Summer Hakuri Died. I have a bunch of weeb friends. I have not watched them personally. Something I am very interested in is The Knights of Guinevere. That I am very, very excited about. So really looking forward to when that series comes out, because it's that like dark animation. And it also doesn't seem like, if the gore is not red, I am less, it still upsets me, but it is less upsetting to me. So yeah. I'm glad Mum likes it, Dad, and I'm glad you don't. But yeah, so should be good. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'll probably try and wrap this up in a bit. Yes, I saw that The Knights of Guinevere was made by Dana Terrence, and I'm very excited for when that, like, part of me really wants to make loads of fan art, and then part of me is like, I do want to wait and see how this turns out. Sorry, I just saw my dad say it. He said he didn't like it. Didn't say that he didn't like it. I know, I was winding you up for once. But yes. Favorite snack and drink? Gosh, sweets. which is why I've gained weight. So I suck at favorites. I should try and figure out how to do one of those like ranking things, see how that goes. Rank my favorite art supplies, or just art supplies. Favorite snack? Ice cream, maybe? No, I wouldn't say that that's my favorite actually. What would I never say no to? Like a lamb samosa, you know? Lamb is my favorite meat. And then big English, like an English breakfast. If an English breakfast is on a menu, I will not go further than the English breakfast. It's terrible. Like I want to, and then part of me is like, but English breakfast. And then when it comes to a favorite drink, I love a good cup of tea. Ooh, love a Yorkshire tea. I had one before I started streaming because I hadn't had a cup of tea today, and everything felt right in the world because I had had that cup of tea. And then I like a matcha. I've got lots of matcha as well because, as you can see, hipster. Yeah, I am quite a bit of a hipster, and I definitely, when I was younger, used to say that I liked things before they were cool. And I've got the whole appearance and vibe of a hipster. But also, like, in regards to alcohol, really like a pina colada. And then in regards to like a fizzy drink, Iron Brew. Cannot beat Iron Brew, especially like the old recipe Iron Brew. Love it. Any hobbies beside art? I do a lot of video gaming, like a lot. I used to play a lot of Overwatch before all the information came out about Blizzard. Like if I'm not doing art, I'll be playing a video game. I absolutely love it. I also like reading. Apparently I like reading dictionaries, but I do like reading. Yeah, and I like watching TV and film. I guess you could call that a hobby. Like I try not to second screen the first time watching things. I will second screen playing some video games, and I will second screen like YouTube videos, but mostly like video essays and stuff. But yeah, love video games. Yes, the tier maker for the rankings is what I was thinking about earlier. And Iron Brew, like, I cannot get enough of Iron Brew. I remember when it first came down south. So my mum is Scottish. Sorry, I'm trying to put my hair back up into a bun. My mum is, this is also a reason why my hair is up, because look at the state of that. We are not doing well. It looks very limp. But I remember when Iron Brew came down south for the first time, and it was when I was a teenager, and oh my gosh, the amount of Iron Brew I drank, and it was so much cheaper than any other fizzy drink. But yeah, love Iron Brew. Also Orangina, like the kind where you properly need to shake. Love Orangina. Gamora saying that I have the vibe of a very comforting art. See, people keep telling me this. I don't know how to take that. I hope it's just I've got a very warm presence, is my hope. I seem to have that with people. My favourite video game, oh my, Hades. Hades 1, Hades 2. I adore Hades. It's such a good game. Both of them are. Malinoi is a great protagonist. Zagreus is a great protagonist. I like that you're killing time. I think all the puns around that are marvelous. Love Hades. I really like single players now. So when I was younger, I used to play a lot of MMOs and like FPS games, so first person shooter. So MMOs, for people who are not aware, MMOs are massive multiplayer online games, and they're often RPGs, so you'll hear them referred to as MMORPGs. FPS is shorthand for first person shooter, so that's where you are like it's a point and shoot. Like you are in first person, you go around shooting. Think of like Call of Duty, stuff like that. I think Doom is canonically the first FPS. I'm trying to remember my video game lore. But yeah, so in regards to that, I've stopped playing FPSs as much. I just don't have the time to deal with children, to be really, really blunt. Just don't have the patience to have someone scream down a microphone at me. I don't want it. I don't like it. So I've moved more towards single players. I also really like 2-point games, so like 2-point museums. I love, really fun. So yeah, and also I like management games, so like City Skylines is a game I like at the moment. Oh, thank you so much. An iron refund, thank you. I shall endeavour to make sure that I film myself getting an iron brew just for you, Sponge Kick Switch. But where are we going? Hades is so good. My dad is making some stupid joke. I love you, Dad, but they are daft. That was it. Janai is asking about my username. I should probably do a video about this, but basically, so my video game, my name, Pleasure Nerd, comes from a encounter where my mum lost her temper with me. So we had just watched Batman in, I want to say 2000 and like 2011. It was the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it, as like they implied that he was Robin, like the newest Robin. And in the car journey back, we were talking, me and my brother were talking about how much we enjoyed it, and I was saying like, oh, that's interesting that they've made his character Robin, because Robin is either Dick Grayson or like Tim Drake, or why can't I'm blanking on the other one, but I knew it at the time. Like I knew a lot more DC lore. It's kind of left my brain, unfortunately. I'm sure it's like deep down in there, but I can't remember it offhand. And I was saying like, well, you know, it's not the real Robin. And my mum was like, you're just being a nerd to like wind me up. And I was like, no, I like actually know this. Mum was tired, and she was like, well, you're just being a nerd for like the fun of it. You're just being a nerd for pleasure. You're a pleasure nerd. And I was like 16, so I liked stirring the pot, and I was like, oh, stripper name. And then I got grounded. So instead, I've used it as my gamer tag. I've used it on socials. I have a sneaking suspicion that being an artist called Pleasure Nerd might not help in regards to discoverability. Especially as I am not actually as nerdy as I used to be on my channel. I've moved I've moved away from fan art because, to be really upfront, I want to be known for my art. I don't want to be known for how I draw other people's IP. I want that. So yeah, and then that just kind of went from there. Big Kitty, Big City. Oh, yeah, those are both good games. Damien Wayne, thank you so much, Sponge. It's lovely to see you, Gamora. I think I'll be winding down because it seems like there aren't any more questions. But yeah, my mum gave me my birth name, and she's also given me my username. But yeah, so if you don't have any more questions, or if you want to wait until the next time, I'm going to hopefully try and be on camera and chat a bit more, because it seems like you guys like it. I hope, maybe. Might be nice to know how much I actually I actually giggle and do it mid-sentence. But thank you so much, Green Eyes Nick, and thank you everyone else. It's been a delight to chat to you. I hope you have a really wonderful week. I will be live streaming on Wednesday at I believe 7 p.m. my time. No, 8. I will put it up in the community. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys soon. We had a lovely time drawing boots together. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a really wonderful week. Stay creative, keep drawing. If you create anything, make sure to post it in the. I'm terrible. I need to be more concise with this. Make sure to post it in and practice. Make sure to post it in the community because I'd love to see it. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. Love you. Come on, hit end stream. Bye.